Chantal Show, where we talk about beauty, health, fitness, and much more. So stay tuned because you are not going to want to miss this one.
All right, everyone. So welcome to the Roots of Chantal Show. I am here with Dr. Elysee Edmond, and we are going to discuss the topic of dehydration. So first and foremost, Dr. Edmond, let me just thank you for coming on the show today. And before we get into it, I just want to introduce you, let everyone know who you are, your background, and your experience. So, Dr. Edmond, you are a medical doctor from Haiti, right? You started in Haiti, specializing in community health and also in management of healthcare services, with a background in clinical knowledge, along with a diverse, extended work experience with, nursing and mental health and behavioral health, case management. You have a master's degree in public administration and healthcare management here in the US, and you have a bachelor's degree in general management and management of healthcare services from the University of Montreal in Canada. You're also a music teacher with more than 15 years of experience, and you have a new company where you help nursing students prepare for the NCLEX review. So please elaborate. Tell us a little bit more about your experience and why you do what you do.
Uh, Thank you, Marjorie, for inviting me on this platform.
You're
And I'm
welcome.
very happy to be here today. And I'm going to be very short. As you know, I don't like to talk about myself too much. So, as you said, I'm a medical doctor for more than 15 years of experience in the medical field. And I've been teaching for a long time. Even in Haiti, I was mentoring medical students and nursing students as well from the medical schools in Haiti and also nursing schools in Haiti as well. So when I came in United States, I keep doing the same thing, helping others. God bless me. I think being a doctor is not a privilege. It's not something special. It's like a gift that God provide me so I can help other people. This is the way I see it. I was the medical director of different organizations in Haiti. I was working with the best of the best organizations in Haiti. I was coordinated more than 20 medical surgical teams from United States, from other countries in the world.
Wow.
So I've been doing a lot of work in Haiti, and now I'm doing the same thing in the United States. Now I'm involved in HIV, AIDS, helping people, survive this chronic disease, and also helping nurses, helping medical students. So I'm here. I'm helping so far, and I love music so much. I can't stop playing music and teaching music. I have been doing that for so long. I play guitar, piano, bass, and I teach voice as well. So this is me. So this is me here. I have too much to say, so let me stop there.
No, I think that's wonderful. And you are being modest because I know you have an extensive background in the healthcare field. And I know
Yes.
you haven't said everything, but
No.
we do appreciate you and your work and your contribution, not only in Haiti, but here in the United States. So we thank
Yeah.
you for everything that you have done.
Thank you very much, Marjorie.
You are welcome. Very welcome. So, without further ado, we are going to get into the first question regarding the topic of dehydration. So,
Okay.
you ready, Dr. Edmond?
I'm ready.
Okay. All righty. So, first question is, if someone is experiencing fatigue and weakness or reduced energy levels, right? Because most of us do. And if so, what are the symptoms to how would we know that it's dehydration and not something else? So the symptoms would be fatigue, weakness, and reduced energy levels. I guess the question is, could those symptoms be a sign of dehydration?
Yes, there are sign and symptom of dehydration, but they can be as well sign and symptom of other diseases like anemia. That could be sign and symptom of anemia, also hypoglycemia. Uh,
Mhm.
and, and if you have some issues in your thyroid, see, those are
Mhm.
it's the same stuff. But how you know those signs and symptoms are related to dehydration? Basically, if you know that you don't drink enough water every day, uh, then you can think about those can be a sign of dehydration as well. Because if you know for sure you don't drink enough water per day, let's say you drink less than 8 glasses of water per day, you say okay, and sometimes you forgot to drink water, or when you are thirsty you drink water. That's mean you those signs symptoms can be related to dehydration as well.
Okay. Yeah. And that makes total sense because I know for me, sometimes when I don't drink enough water or enough liquids in general, I get very, very tired. My energy levels are
Yeah,
completely down. My
of
lips
course,
get really dry.
of course.
And then I'll drink some water and I'm just like, oh my God, I feel so much better because like our cells need hydration. And
Yes.
this kind of leads me to my next question, regarding cellular function and brain function. So my question is, does dehydration have anything to do with brain function and cognitive um, decline or cognitive issues? And if so, how so?
So many people don't know that dehydration can affect your brain, but unfortunately, dehydration can affect your brain. And you mentioned fatigue. You mentioned on the first question weaknesses. Uh, those signs and symptoms can be related to the brain as well. So when you are dehydrated, what happens? Remember, your body is made of water. You have more water than anything in your body. So this
Mhm.
is the way that even on the earth, you have more water on the earth. So it's the same thing as your body. I don't know why God did it that way. He's the God. He knows what he's doing. So we have more water in our body than any other stuff in our body. So since if you are dehydrated, remember the water help the blood circulate better. So remember, the blood is helping to deliver oxygen to different part of your body, nutrient to your body. So if you are dehydrated, you have less water in your vessel, then that will affect the circulation of blood in your system. So the brain will receive less oxygen,
Mhm.
less nutrient, then the brain will suffer. Then you'll have some symptom like confusion, fatigue, and so on.
Absolutely. Nope, I agree completely and that makes perfect sense. Water is like essential for life.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, definitely necessary. Which actually brings me to another question.
Hmm.
So, it's been said that the human body can't really go 3 days, or I guess it's a myth now that we can't go 3 days without water. But I wanted to talk to you about dry fasting. And for those of you guys listening who aren't familiar with dry fasting is basically fasting completely. No water, no food, no juices, nothing. It's just you don't eat. A lot of people do dry fasting for 24 hours, some do it for 72 hours, and that is supposed to basically and let me just put this quick disclaimer out. We are not intending to treat, diagnose, prevent, or cure any conditions. This podcast is for educational purposes only. However, people have dry fasted for extended periods of time and they have cured. Well, let me not say the word cured. They have brought their body back into a state of wellness where there was once disease. So, Dr. Edmond, can you talk to us about dry fasting and the effects that it has on a cellular level, and how when we dry fast, our cells essentially it cleans up everything in the body, and we can essentially heal. Can you please elaborate on that topic?
I'm not going to talk a lot about dry fasting because I am not someone who encourage dry fasting for a long period of time, knowing that how important is your water in your body. It's helped cure many stuff. Based on what you said, and many doctors practice this and help their patients. But if it is too long, your body will suffer. So remember, even though when you're dry fasting, you're still losing water in your system. And when you're talking, you're losing water. Sweating, you're losing water. And the dehydration happen when there's no imbalance between what you lose and what you take. So if you do it too long, then your body will suffer. Basically, and also you will lose some electrolyte. Electrolyte, when we see electrolyte, you see electric. So electrolyte help power your body. So bring electric to your nerve system, to your heart, to your muscles. So to operate, I would say, in the best way, your body need water and electrolyte all the time. Dry fasting will help. Like in the churches, people they do dry fasting all the time. Like Jesus do it for 40 days.
Right.
Okay. So
The Muslim community, Ramadan, they do
yes.
dry fasting, and there was
Yes.
actually a study or a couple studies that studied individuals doing Ramadan, and they found a lot of benefits for dry fasting. But of course, like you said, you can't, not everyone can do it.
Yes.
Not everyone can do it for us. Some might be able to only do
Hmm.
24 hours, which, by the way,
Hmm. Yeah.
I did it. I did try dry fasting for
Yes, it
24
works.
hours.
It
And
works. Yeah.
for me, I don't know what was going on, the biological mechanisms that were taking place in my body. I'm hoping that it was good based on, the studies out there. But I will
Hmm.
say I was extremely fatigued the next day. I was
Yeah.
very, very, very tired. And will I do it again? I think so, yeah. But I think I would probably start off with a water fast instead, or a juice fast, just to make sure that I'm supplying my body, like you just said, with the proper electrolytes, so
Hmm.
that I don't go into dehydration. Because prior to doing the dry fast, I wasn't eating right, and I
Oh,
had some salty foods. So it's
oh,
almost
oh.
like I started off already
Mm.
in a dehydrated state. And I think
Eh,
that's why I wasn't
Of course.
feeling
If
so good.
if you want to do dry fasting, you have to be ready for it.
Yes.
So you have to be ready because if you have to check your electrolyte,
Mhm.
you have to check if you're not already dehydrated. So
Mhm.
before you started this, otherwise you will end up sick.
Yes.
Yes. So it's good to do it, but not for a long time. And also you have to
Okay.
do yourself if you have issues with electrolyte already, or sodium, potassium, magnesium, you have some issues with those electrolyte already, and you don't drink enough water, you don't eat properly, you will end up sick after.
And speaking of, Dr. Edmond, sometimes I get muscle cramps, I get eye twitching,
Hmm.
and I think that is a sign of an electrolyte balance. Can you kind of talk about that? Like, are there specific minerals or electrolytes that we should consume, or certain foods? Like, I know coconut water is high in potassium,
Hmm.
which can help with dehydration, and also with electrolyte imbalances. But is there any other recommendations that you could give, that and also, can you like, for anyone out there who has muscle spasms or eye twitching, could that be a sign of an electrolyte imbalance?
Yeah, in my country, in Haiti, when you have the sign, they my grandmother usually told me that someone gonna die or gonna rain.
Someone's gonna die or it's
I
gonna
or
rain?
it's gonna rain. Yeah, it's very common
Okay.
in Haiti. They will say that, but when you have those kind of symptoms, they can be a sign of dehydration or
Mhm.
lack of electrolyte. Remember, you drink water. You can drink water, but if you don't, yes, if you
You drink
don't,
some.
yes, add electrolyte, you don't drink the water that you need to drink, or you can just any water, but you have to be aware that you need electrolyte as well. Because let's say you drink a lot of water and you don't have electrolyte, you create an imbalance in the system.
Yes.
So the electrolyte will help balance the water outside your cell and inside your cell. So remember, you have
Mm.
potassium inside your cell, you have sodium outside your cell. So
Mhm.
to have this balance, you have to have those electrolyte uh, in the normal range in your system.
Oh, and you know what? That makes sense because, like, a lot of times when, like if you go to the hospital, the ER, a lot of times, what do they do? They hook you up to the IV and
Yes,
they give you electrolytes
of
because
course.
a lot of people come in dehydrated. And I wanted to talk about something, and I'm not endorsing this company at all. I'm not getting paid to say this, but what I started using, and I don't know if you could see, but it's these liquid IV.
Hmm.
It's called liquid IV hydration multiplier, and
Okay.
it's little packets of electrolytes,
Yes.
like potassium and I believe
Hmm.
magnesium,
Sodium, magnesium.
sodium. Yes, and
Hmm.
I tell you what, you're right. Sometimes when I drink water, I don't feel like I'm that hydrated.
Hmm.
And it makes sense from what you say because I'm not getting the proper electrolytes. So
Yes.
when I've started incorporating electrolytes on top of water, it has helped me a lot. It really has. So I'm glad you brought that point up of electrolytes because many people think you can just drink water
Oh
and you'll
no.
be fine.
No.
Right. Yeah. And then you could even do more damage drinking too much
Of
water because,
course.
like you
Of
said, it
course.
would
Of
create an
course.
electrolyte imbalance. But a lot
Yes.
of us don't know that. We
Yes.
just think drink water and you'll be fine.
Mm-mm.
But it's more to it than just water alone.
Yes. When you drink a lot of
Oh.
water, then you can decrease the level of your sodium in your body. But when you have fluid overload, remember the water dilutes sodium. So if you drink a lot of water, you can decrease the level of sodium in your system. Then that can lead to confusion
Mm.
and other symptoms or brain issues.
Right,
Yeah.
right. No, that makes perfect sense. So my next question is, now that we're talking about the electrolytes and water, what other things can we incorporate in our diet that would hydrate us? Is there anything else that we can do if we know water is good, we know electrolytes are good, but what else can we incorporate to increase our hydration?
One thing you can eat fruit. The fruit they call the water from fruit, they call it structured water. Why?
Mm.
They have electrolyte in them. They have
Mhm.
sodium, they have potassium, they have magnesium, they have calcium, chloride. Those electrolyte, you found them in fruit and also vegetables as well. So if you eat properly, you eat a lot of food that will help to balance your electrolyte.
Awesome. And are there
Yeah.
any particular fruits that you would recommend being high in water content or just more hydrating than others?
Watermelon, it's cucumber, watermelons. Those are very that's they are very powerful in water. They have 90% of water and they have a lot of electrolyte. So if someone drink watermelon, drink cucumber, drink red pepper, I don't remember the name, red pepper, something like this. They help you to provide the electrolyte and the water you need for your system.
Mm. And you know that I've been doing a little more research on that as well. regarding eating. They say eating your water, which
Yeah.
is eating
Yes.
fruits.
Yes.
And this is very new to me. I always believe that, water, you just need water to hydrate, but I am learning now that you're right. Fruits are so powerful with
Hmm.
hydrating us,
Yes.
even more than water,
Of
because like
course.
you said, it's a structured water. And
Hmm.
um as I actually did kind of a little bit of an experiment as well. Aside from the dry fast, I did a juice fast, or not a juice fast, but a fruit fast. So for 3 days straight, I ate nothing but fruits, and I suffer from eczema. I have flare-ups,
Hmm.
and I've had it for years, and sometimes it goes away and sometimes it reappears. And this recent flare up, I believe it got aggravated from eating. I can't say the name of this restaurant because I don't want any copyright issues, but it let's just say we are all familiar with it. It is a fast food restaurant chain. And I had a um something with beans in it.
Hmm.
if that if you know what I mean. Refried beans. And oh my god, my skin, it flared up so bad. Now I don't know if I'm going to show pictures on the podcast or not, but I may. But it was so terrible. It was an allergic reaction, and after that, I took Benadryl and what's the other one, Zyrtec. And I tried to and it did alleviate the symptoms of the itching, but it just came back the next day when the medication was out of my system. So I did a fruit fast, and I'm telling you, Dr. Edmond, by eating nothing but fruits for 3 days straight, it
Yeah.
cleared it up. Now, it didn't clear it up 100% because I did
Hmm.
kind of go back to eating regular,
Hmm.
but after I saw that, I said,
Yeah.
"No, I have got to do this fruit thing
Oh
and
yes.
start eating more fruits because it works. It really
It
truly
works. It
hydrates us
works.
from
Yeah.
within." Yeah,
It
so I thought that
is.
was pretty cool.
Yeah. It is. So
Yes, yes.
guys, eat fruit. Any fruit.
Yes. That's right, and especially watermelons and
Watermelon,
cucumbers.
cucumbers. Yes. Yes.
Yes, and coconut water too is pretty
Yeah,
hydrating
of
as
course.
well.
Coconut, well,
Yeah.
tomatoes as well.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Tomatoes are,
Yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
pretty juicy.
Yes. Remember, the water of water is to improve your circulation. The water of water is to uh, 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 like supply all the body with nutrient, electrolyte, and oxygen that you need to survive.
Mhm.
So let's say you are dehydrated. What's going to happen? Your body will retain some water. You'll never be able to pee regularly because your kidney will retain some water just to protect the body. The kidney is not there just for eliminate, but also to balance, and you will feel it. You will feel it. So you will be so weak. You will have you feel dizzy. You, you don't feel good at all in your body because you exercise and you don't drink enough water, and you have to add electrolyte. I said eat fruit a lot, and you have to drink more water when you exercise.
That's right. So you guys heard it. So if you're working out, you're gonna need more water, more fruits, more
Yes.
electrolytes than the average person because you're
Hmm.
losing more.
Hmm.
So thank you for clearing that up, Dr. Edmond. And I'm
Okay.
glad you mentioned the kidneys because I recently had a kidney scare, and
Hmm.
I'm hoping all is well, and I'm still working on it just to be on the safe side. But I never really knew how important the kidneys are in kidney function. I always thought, oh, your liver, you got to take care of your liver. But I never paid too much attention to my kidneys and kidney function. Please talk to us about the importance of our kidneys because I don't think too many people realize just how important our kidneys are and our adrenal glands as it relates to being dehydrated. And honestly, I think I abused coffee and energy drinks and caffeine pills for many years. And I think that is what contributed to the kidney issue. But please tell the people out there, because we need to know how important it is to take care of our kidneys, because once we lose that kidney function, um most doctors will say you cannot repair it. Like once you get into stage 4 and stage 5, it's
Yeah.
extremely most medical doctors will say you cannot repair it. Now, you and I both know we're coming on the more natural side of things.
Yes.
We know that there are
Hmm.
things that can help your body to
Yeah.
repair, right? We're not saying cure it,
Hmm.
but we know there are things that you can do to help your kidney function. But you don't want to get to that point where your kidneys are failing. And I'm telling you, it can creep up on you because and correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Edmond, but is it true that there's tests once they pick up that you're in kidney failure, it's usually when you're in the end stages, like stage 3, 4, and 5. Is that correct?
Yes, because you never know when it starts. Because when the body is fighting, you don't feel it. So you feel it when the body cannot fight anymore. So if you have some kidney issues right now, that means it has been like for a couple of, I don't know, years or months before you feel it. But you have to pay attention to your body the same way you pay attention to your car. If you see a light, if you see some sign in your dash, you have to be careful because the body will send some signal and they'll tell you something wrong. Like if you have a pain, you used to urinate 3 4 times, now you urinate more than that, and your urine is very concentrated. That's mean something bad is going on. So your kidney, basically, the role of your kidney is to eliminate the waste from your body, from your urine, basically. So it's help not only eliminate but balance stuff. So balance your water, balance your electrolyte. The kidney play that role as well. So if you don't take care of your kidney, that will affect your heart, your brain, your liver. That's the main organs in your body. So there is a connection between the kidney and the heart. Why? The heart is the organ that do the circulation of blood all the body, and the kidney filter everything.
Mhm.
Let's say you drink a water that is not good, with a lot of stuff, bad stuff, bacteria, and everything in this water. Now your body become the filter
Mhm.
because anyway, some way this water must to be filtered by something. But if you drink bad water, your body will play the role of filter, and what's going to happen? Your kidney will work too much, then that will affect your kidney. Let's say you don't drink enough water, you eat a lot of food, you don't drink enough water. What's going to happen? You will have issue with the kidney to eliminate those waste. They need water to clean everything. So
Mhm.
less water, you plan to kill your kidney. So you have to drink enough water to protect your kidney. You have to get enough electrolyte to protect your kidney. So if you are like dehydrate, your kidney will suffer. Will be able to eliminate all the waste from your body. Then they will retain some waste in your body. Then you will have infection in your kidney. Then you can have like a kidney fail. And at the
Mhm.
stage, you can go back. And that's it.
So what are drinks that what are the most dehydrating drinks
Oh,
um
oh my
that we
God.
should stay away from?
Oh, you asked me. So,
That we all love?
okay, let me talk about alcohol.
Oh,
Yes.
I
Let
knew
me,
it. I knew you were
okay.
gonna say alcohol.
Okay, alcohol is good, but if you don't use it the proper way, it will be bad. So alcohol uh, is like play. Sometimes water pills.
Mhm.
So alcohol can you make you pee a lot, then cause
Mhm.
dehydration. And alcohol also can cause can decrease your magnesium in your body.
Mm, I didn't know that.
Yes, yes, and then that can lead to muscle issues, tingling, confusion, muscle
That makes
spasm.
sense. Oh, I'm so
Yes.
sorry, Dr. Edmond. I didn't mean to
Okay.
cut you off. No,
Okay.
that makes sense because it I will have a drink every now and
Hmm.
then,
Hmm.
and I notice almost every time after I drink, I get like Charlie horses, cramps in my
Hmm.
leg. Like no lie, it'll be in the middle of the night, and I will wake up sometimes screaming in pain
Uh,
because I'm like in so much pain. And I do know that magnesium plays an important role in is it muscle contraction
your
or muscle spasms or
muscle is what muscle is even the heart as well.
in the heart. Okay.
Yes, as well.
Yeah. But it makes sense because I know whenever I drink, not all the time, but if I've had if I've consumed a little more alcohol um than I should have, I will wake up with
Yeah.
severe spasms in the middle of the
Yes.
night. So that makes sense and I'm losing magnesium. So guys,
Yes.
listen up. If you're drinking alcohol, make sure to rehydrate with some water and then
Of
add a little
course.
lemon
Of
to help
course.
your
Of course.
liver.
And electrolyte.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes. Okay, so I'm so sorry, Dr. Edmond. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Mhm.
I just wanted to say that because
No
now I'm
problem.
like making the connection. Wow, I didn't
Hmm.
know that. So that makes perfect sense. Mhm.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
So,
And so I
so
want
you
to
have other
touch on
questions?
yes, so you said alcohol was good. I have to I got to call you out on that one because I know people are going to say, "What? Alcohol is good?" But we do know that there have been some studies that show they talk about resveratrol in red wine.
Hmm.
So is that why you said alcohol was good
Yeah,
or
it's
are there other
because
benefits?
your body need alcohol to survive. But if
Really?
you think about it, most of the medication they have alcohol in there. But
Really? I did
the
not know
level,
that.
yeah, the level is low.
Mhm.
The level is low. That means you have enough for your body. But when you take too much, then you cause problem. And so, and you remember when you are drinking, you sometimes you forget about yourself. You keep drinking, 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 and then you have too much in the system. And then you have issues.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's really interesting. I did not know that about alcohol
yeah,
and
mhm,
medication.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then being that you're from Haiti and I'm also not from Haiti, but my father is from Haiti. I'm half Haitian.
Yeah.
So when Haitian, yes. We know that we have some like old school remedies, not just the Haitian culture, but Jamaican culture and the Caribbean in general, where if someone gets sick, a lot of time they'll take some rum with lemon and honey and just kind of take it down as a shot and it's supposed to like kill the infection or bacteria in the body. Can you talk about that? Is that too with alcohol, is that one of the benefits of maybe taking a shot
Uh,
of rum?
yeah, the combination, like you had honey, you had alcohol. But those type of practice, they're not too bad. The only issues I have with those practice is the dosage,
Hmm.
how much you add. How do you know
Right.
how much to add? But they are a good combination. They help a lot, especially with COVID. They help a lot,
Hmm.
and they part of our culture. And I used to do it myself too. But my
Hmm.
only concern is the dosage. So don't go too far. Don't add too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. Sometimes
Right.
if you don't feel bad, they put as much as possible. They think that they're gonna make it better by adding more, but they make it
Right.
worse.
Right. Right. So a
Yeah.
little bit of alcohol is
Yes.
okay, but
Yes. Too
too
much.
much is
Too
not
much.
good.
Yes. That's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So I am looking, let me see. Oh, yes, talk to us about dehydration and the skin. Not only the skin, how it can harm the skin or cause things to come up on our skin, but also how um it can have beautifying effects, like make, clear up, I think, acne and other things. Like, does water, or not just water, but just fruits in general, what are the effects that it has on our skin?
Okay, so basically, water can detoxify things in your, especially when you drink water, not hot water, warm water in the
Mhm.
morning before you eat, that clean your system. So we know that. So, and when you have acne, that help, and also when you have acne, that can lead to issue in your skin. Your skin is very fragile. So if you don't drink enough water, then your skin become dry, and when your skin is dry, it can cut easily, then lead
Mhm.
to infection and worsen
Yes.
your acne. So by drinking water, your skin turgor is better. What I mean by skin turgor, so you never see people who drink enough water. Their skin is very beautiful, you know,
Mhm.
moisturized skin, not dry skin, beautiful skin. Your skin stays so beautiful and healthy, and your
Mhm.
acne cure easily when you drink water and you add electrolyte in it.
Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. So I think I want to say this might be the last question.
Mhm,
So now in regards to eating,
mhm.
should we drink water or any beverage with a meal? Should we drink it at the same time as we're eating? Because most of us do, But back if you were raised back in the day, a lot of time, your parents would say you cannot drink anything until you finish your food, which I think they might have had it right. So talk to us about about if
So,
is it good to eat and drink at the same time, or should we
okay,
wait?
basically, your digestion start from your mouth. When you are
Mhm,
eating, start there,
mhm,
and your saliva, yes, produce some enzyme that's good for your digestion, and then the food go in your stomach and then continue the digestion process. So when you are drinking water, when you are eating, you see, you dilute those enzymes that you need for your digestion, and that can lead to stomach issues. So the saliva gets something like enzyme that can kill bacteria.
mhm.
Just imagine that you dilute them. You 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 don't let the food digest. You don't give enough time for the enzyme to do their job. Then the food go to your stomach. Then you can lead to heartburn and digestion. Bloating and every bad stuff. So it's better to drink water before you eat or 30 minutes after you eat. 30 minutes to 1 hour after you eat, you can drink water. But don't drink water while you are eating. That's going to affect your stomach, that can affect your digestion, that can affect the entire body. So it's good practice to drink water before or after you eat. 30 minutes to 1 hour.
Okay, great. That sounds great. Thank you so much, Dr. Edmond, for all the wonderful
Mhm.
information. I don't know about you guys, but I know I feel more confident knowing what to do to keep myself more hydrated because I
Yes.
was definitely suffering from dehydration for sure.
Yes.
But I will definitely be implementing everything that you said and taking into consideration my kidney health and heart health and liver
Yes.
health and all of that. So Dr. Edmond, where can people find you? And also, tell us about your you have two businesses. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you've got a nonprofit and a for-profit.
Yes. And,
Okay,
and
please.
yes, before I talk about my businesses, I would like to add something to my people who are listening to me.
Yes.
Yes, you know that if you don't drink enough water, you can be constipated as well.
Oh,
Don't
yes.
forget that. Yeah, you
I'm
can be
so glad you
constipated.
I'm so glad you brought that up because
Yeah.
you know what? That was one of the questions I completely forgot to ask. Um,
Yes.
please, can you elaborate just a little bit more about how important the
Okay.
the constipation water connection is?
Okay. Basically, when you don't drink enough water, what's gonna happen? Uh, you're gonna have a bad digestion, and also the your colon. You have the intestine, the large intestine, the colon.
Mhm.
What it does, it collects water from your stool,
Mm.
because what the body is all about: balance everything.
Balance, yes.
Yes, if you don't have enough water in your system, your your large intestine will collect water from your stool and make your stool dry, then lead
Mhm.
to constipation and hard to pass stool. And constipation may lead to other issue, bleeding
Yeah.
from your anus,
Mhm.
hemorrhoid, many stuff can happen. And your kidney
Mhm.
will retain some water as well. Then you will not be able to pee regularly.
Mm.
That means not pee regularly doesn't mean that your kidney is not functioning. Sometimes the kidney protect you from losing too much water because you are dehydrated. And you have to take your as well, your electrolyte, because if you have less potassium in your system, that can lead to crazy, terrible constipation. Potassium
Mm.
play a big role in constipation. This is
Wow.
why when somebody after surgery is going to give you something to make your intestine work, like potassium. Because they know that there might be a lack of potassium after surgery, so they give you some potassium to help your intestine come back. So potassium is very important, and the source of potassium is fruit and many vegetables as well,
Mhm.
greens as well, spinach, for example, banana. Everywhere. People can buy banana everywhere in the store.
Mhm.
Those are important. When you're constipated, you have to eat banana. You have to eat those, because source of potassium that can help your intestine to work better. So I encourage you to drink water if you are all the time constipated, and
Mhm.
also take your electrolyte regularly, because it's not a good habit for your system, and it can lead to many issues when you're constipated.
Mhm. Thank you for that. That's great. I'm so glad that you caught that because constipation, like you said, it can lead to so many other issues. And, think about it, guys. If we're eating 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and sometimes more than that,
Yeah,
and we're not going to the bathroom, we're not eliminating that
yeah,
waste. That
mhm,
waste is just accumulating in our bloodstream. So
of
we
course.
have to get rid of it.
Yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
it's very important.
Awesome. All
Yes.
right.
So
This
you
has
want to
been
hear
great.
about you want to hear about my businesses.
Yes,
So
please.
basically, I started a non-profit. I think it's 2011, long time ago.
Mhm.
And because I have been working in non-profit for more than 17 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a long experience in non-profit, and this is why when I did my master degree in public administration, healthcare management, my specialization was in non-profit management.
Nice.
So I know non-profit, and I have been there for so long. So I opened one non-profit in Haiti, in the United States, in 2011. But I was so busy doing so much, so I didn't focus too much on it. But I have so many pictures of what I used to do. I used to go everywhere in Haiti, do clinical, uh,
Mhm.
help people in those remote areas where people cannot come to see a doctor. They don't have no healthcare system in those areas. So I went there and I helped the people. So uh, I I said we open my business in 2018. I said, and Marjorie, she's the one that empowered me, support me to come up with Rapha Holistic Care. So this is a new nonprofit I have right now. We're in Florida, So we focus more on mental health
Oh,
because we know how mental health is so important in this country nowadays. And even after COVID, it was worse. I mean, still
mm-hmm.
crazy right now. So many people kill themselves. So many people don't have a job. Some they got crazy. They lost some very important people in their life.
Yeah.
Some people lost a husband, a wife, children, grandpa, grandma, cousin. It's crazy. It's crazy. So mental health is one of the big part of my organization, my non-profit organization in Florida, and we have a website, and we have many things that you gonna work with different people, different organizations, so we can focus on mental health, on physical health, and we can connect people to resources that they need. We can focus on music therapy, different type of therapy. It's gonna
Wow.
be, yeah, it's gonna be big in Florida because we just started in 2022. Yeah, and
Nice.
so far we are doing good stuff. Good stuff so far. I opened an LLC, for profit business, and the goal is to help people, nurses basically, RN and LPN, to pass their NCLEX. And
Nice.
if they have like some issues in particular area in nursing, like in pharmacology, med surge, or psychiatry or pediatric, I can do tutoring for them as well. So far, I have helped more than 50 nurses. We just opened
Wow.
this year, and it's,
Wow.
I think, few months. So
Mm-hmm.
far, yes, because I have been teaching for so long. I have so many friends who know me for so long, and they give me some references, so that help me support more people, like some nurses that come from Haiti, just come here and they need to pass the NCLEX. So I help them. I I teach them like all what they need to know to pass their exam, and also any nurse who complete the program, nursing program in the United States, and I help them as well. So I can help anyone from any state because it's online. Yeah. So you just have to contact me, and if you have any issues, I can help. And so far, anyone that I I help would take the exam, they pass.
Wow.
Everyone
That's
pass.
great.
Yes, everyone pass. So I'm so happy, and that's a good thing for
That's
me.
wonderful.
Yes, so the rest right now they are preparing themselves to take the test. Maybe November or December. Some want to take it December. Some want to wait for next year. But they are not. They are very happy. They are very happy what they are learning, and I will continue to do it, and I will keep serving and helping people. For music, that's my life. I have been teaching music
Right.
for so long, since I was 12 years old.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
because
Nice.
my dad sent me to music school when I was 8 years old.
Wow.
So I complete everything. Then I learn how to play guitar, bass, piano, and many other instruments like clarinet, like saxophone, like trumpet, trombones,
Nice.
drums. But I focus now on three instruments: guitar, bass,
Hmm.
and piano. So I have different type of student. I have children from 4 years old and up.
Wow.
Yes, and my oldest student is 75 years old.
75?
Yes, he's 75 years
Wow.
old now. And he's learning how to play guitar.
That's
And
wonderful.
yes, and I have some adults now, 60 years old, 65 years old. They
Wow.
because I teach children and adults different ways. This is why they are so happy with my teaching. They love it, and they keep coming. And I'm so happy with what I'm doing right now.
That is awesome. And
Yeah.
is that why you chose the name Harmonic Health Academy to incorporate the
Yes.
music?
Yes,
That's wonderful.
harmonic. Yes, harmonic. Harmonic is music,
Yes,
harmonization.
I love it.
Yeah,
Harmonic
yeah,
Health Academy,
yes,
guys. And you're
yes.
on TikTok now, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, great, guys. So listen, follow Dr. Edmond at Harmonic Health Academy on
Yeah.
TikTok. And if you
Hmm.
want to reach him directly, you can email him at info@raphaholisticare.org. And we're going to put all of Dr.
Yes.
Edmond's contact info in
Okay.
the show notes. So we'll put all his email addresses, we'll put all the websites and the social media links so you can reach
Yeah.
him.
Mhm.
That's wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
Dr. Edmond, thank you so much for coming on the show. I think what you're doing is amazing. You have both of your organizations are dedicated to the healthcare field
Hmm.
and not only teaching people how to incorporate holistic modalities into
Yes.
their medical care, but also incorporating music and music therapy as well as
Yes.
teaching music
Hmm.
and teaching nurses how to pass the NCLEX
Yes.
exam, which I heard can be
Yes.
quite hard. So that's
Yes.
wonderful that you have the tutoring
Hmm.
available and then online too, because now anyone can join from
Yes.
pretty much anywhere in
Anyone
the
can
world. Is that
learn.
correct?
Anyone in the world
Wow, that's
can
wonderful. And
join.
then also you speak three different languages?
Yes, I speak English, French, Creole, and some Spanish.
Oh, so 4. So
Yep.
nice. That's wonderful. So
Yes.
if there's any students out there that do you offer your classes, your tutoring in all those different languages or at least Creole, French and English?
If 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 they need, because sometimes when they come from Haiti, they
Mhm.
don't know English, so I have to teach them in Creole and then in English at the same time, so they can catch the language. Because the
Right.
test is in English, so you have to know your English. So I
That's
will
right.
help you. Let's say some difficult area that need more deeper explanation. So I'll do
Mhm.
it in Creole so they can understand, but I will switch to English. Yeah,
So
yes.
essentially, that's a good deal because essentially
Mhm.
not only are you tutoring them to pass the NCLEX, but you're also kind of tutoring them in English too.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
yes, I do
great.
that. I teach them
That
English. Yes.
that is wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you so much for coming on the show. It was a pleasure having you. And I'm just very grateful that you were here today to put a light on dehydration, the effects of being dehydrated, and then also
Yeah.
showing us how we can rehydrate ourselves.
Hmm.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Dr. Edmond.
So thank you for inviting me as well, and I hope not the last time. So
No, definitely not.
so we'll talk, and thank you for the audience that were listening to me, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you join my organization, and so we can work together to help people in the world. This is our mission.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Roots of Chantal show. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.